4. Overlord. Marvel. So I'm a supreme being, so what? Under edit by Foolish Sociopath. 10.2K 12,389. Advertisements. Having decided on their path of action, the members of Ains Oalgown started following the spider down into the lower stratum of the Great Elro Labyrinth. As mentioned earlier, they had conducted many raids on this labyrinth. This is their routine leveling spot, so they know the area pretty well, especially the upper and middle stratum. They had only been to the lower stratum a couple of times when they had slightly lower levels and never bothered going all the way down since then. All the way until now, that is. Thinking about Shirori, it can somewhat be confirmed that she is a heteromorph due to her summon being a spider monster. Human and demi-human species don't typically have such summons, with animals at lower levels or mythical beings such as angels being common at higher levels. Even if the human and demi-human players were able to summon monsters for their use, they would choose not to, as it might cause them to be killed by other human players. Another one of the ploys the shitty devs incorporated to encourage heteromorph killing. Summoning is also a more common tactic used by heteromorphs such as Mominga, who routinely summon skeletons and elder liches. Rare as it may be, there are a few other players who have managed to create unique species, and a characteristic of these summons is that they can exit permanently until killed. This is contrary to normal summons which disappear over a period of time. A special perk bestowed is an achievement for creating a unique species. Such a characteristic can be a massive boon when considering wave tactics. Although they start off low-level and weak, they can be trained to create a massive army of high-level monsters. I think we are getting closer to their nest, Olbert said, pointing out the increasing number of Horo near appearing in the surroundings. Although those spiders glared at their presence, indicated by their glowing red eyes, it seems they knew about the disparity in strength between both sides. Finally, the cave they were walking through led to a clearing. Upon closer inspection, the entire clearing was filled with eggs, most of them broken and spiders crawling around. And in the center they found the player Shirori, is indicated by the ID. Her main body is that of a beautiful young girl with bleach white skin, white hair, and red eyes from the bottom of the waist up. From the waist down, the body is connected to a large spider by the head. The spider body was entirely white. She held a scythe that had an eerie resemblance to the spider legs. This was a heteromorph that none of them had ever seen in the entire time they had played the game. Granted, the number of heteromorphic players were few in number. They all used appraisal on her to get to know this. Name, Shirori. Race, Arachne. Level, 97. Job, Nightmare of the Labyrinth. Alignment, Chaotic Evil. Sense of Justice, -350. Racial level. Small Lesser Terratect, 15. Small Terratect, 10. Small Poison Terratect, 5. Zoar Ele, 5. Eidsine, 5. Xana Horror, 5. Arachne, 2. Job levels. Poison Master, 10. Archmage, 10. Symbol of Death, 5. Ruler of Pride, 5. Ruler of Sloth, 5. Ruler of Perseverance, 5. Ruler of Wisdom, 5. Ruler of Charity, 5. Skunk. The sound of the scythe brought them back to reality as they noticed their appraisal got blocked and alerted Shirori. It seems she thought they were going to attack her. We mean no harm or disrespect, we just want to talk to you. Mominga was the first to show himself and try to defuse the situation, as they were indeed the ones at fault here. And it seemed to work as Shirori slowly lowered the scythe as she saw the rest of the Ains Oalgown members. That was a good thing, as even though she has not yet reached LV100, her character is broken with multiple unique classes they have no knowledge of. Not that they could not defeat her, but being the cautious person that he was, Mominga would never fight without pre-prepared intelligence. So far so good, Mominga thought, albeit confused over one thing: why does she seem so surprised as if she the world ending? Shirori Palm. What the hell is going on here? Isn't that Ains? And the rest of them are Ains Oalgown members, right? As a senior Overlord fan, there's no way I can mistake them. What are they doing in this world? Am I not in? So I'm a spider, so what? But instead some sort of crossover world. I need more information. I was just resting until I felt someone trying to appraise my status, so I thought I had an enemy, but it turned out to be this. Talking it over with my parallel minds, the best course of action I can come up with is to stick with them until I get more information. Even better if I am able to join Ains Oalgown and leave this world. Kumo Desu ga Nanika is a world on the edge of destruction. Isn't it better to go to the new world with Mominga and chill with a group of overzealous servants? It's an obvious choice, as I am not some goody two-shoes who wants to save the world at every turn like a classic isekai protagonist. Cough. Schlein. Cough. Parallel minds meeting adjourned. Okay, I replied in a barely audible voice. I think I have Kumoko disease. I can't speak as much as I want to anymore. Huh, One-chan, what did you say? The slime who I know as Bukubuku Chagama says in a purposefully cutesy voice. Damn, I am getting flustered, so I decide on option B, avoid talking altogether. I pull out paper and a pencil from out of nowhere. Don't ask where I acquired them from. And I write okay and show it to them. Is there something wrong with your voice? Mominga asked, slightly bewildered by the situation. To avoid any confusion later on, it's better to be truthful about this. So I wrote, I don't know how to speak to others properly. That's why I write like this. I am truthfully a bit embarrassed, as I was not like this before. Anyway, I kept a straight face, which was not difficult at all after so long. Mominga, this is true, Gapmo, said Tabular with a serious face. Huh. Well, Mominga, this is what we call a courier. Let's name Miss Shirori Courier-chan from now on. Peperoncino also said with a serious face before getting punched by yours truly out of the clearing. Well, that bird brain deserved it, Bukubuku Chagama said, to which the others shrugged as if already used to his shenanigans. Anyway, blah, blah, yada yada, I spun some lies after that, due to which Mominga invited me to the guild, which I accepted. From their conversation and mentions of YGGDRASIL, I could make out that this is in fact the in-game world of YGGDRASIL on Helheim and not the world of So I'm a Spider, so what. Although a crossover world is not yet ruled out and will need verification, I seem to be some sort of weird blend between NPC and a player. Probably this is what the glitch title meant. So playing along is the best choice. I told them a sob story that I'm terminally ill and can't move on my own, as well that my parents are somewhat rich, but other than paying for my medical expenses they don't care about me at all, to explain me being in-game all the time. Due to my circumstances they made an exception and allowed me into the guild even if I am not a working member of society. So, I finally left this hellhole I call home and took one step closer to going to the new world. Hopefully, probably. Advertisements. 5. Progress. Marvel, so I'm a supreme being, so what? Under edit by foolish sociopath. 9.9k 25,365. Advertisements. Hi y'all, it's yours truly, Shirori. First of all, let's talk about everything that has happened since I left the labyrinth. As I said earlier, I joined the guild Ain's Gown. In general I get along pretty well with Ulbert and Tabula, as we each have chunny fantasies to talk about. We also conquered the great underground tomb of Nazarick successfully, with the guild being rewarded the throne of kings in Gargantua, who is now the floor guardian of the 4th floor. We also extended the original 6 floors of Nazarick to 11 floors. You heard me right, 11 floors. I added one more floor in addition to the other floors that were there in the light novels. The 9th floor now is basically a cut and paste of the caves in the Great Elro Labyrinth, with multiple monsters, traps and also the nests of the Horonia. Invaders have that to look forward to as well before they even make it to the royal suite and the throne room. I had to use a wish upon the star prop to make this change possible. I also still have to design the NPC floor guardian for the new 9th floor. Speaking of the Horonia, they have evolved once and become mini lesser Horonia. I also gained the 2 racial levels of the Arachne class, which made my total level to 99. How do I know about my YGGDRASIL classification, levels and classes? It took some time to understand all of it, as my own system was similar to the system in Kumo Desu ga Nanika. What really allowed me to obtain YGGDRASIL system information is getting the God, racial class and administrator skill. Let's rewind a bit and talk about what happened. Basically, after raising my level to 99, I was not able to get the final level to make me LV 100 for some reason. So, I used the wisdom skill in order to find out what was necessary to get that final level, which ended up showing this. Conditions for special evolution into racial class God. 1. Glitch title. 2. Skill N% I equals W. 3. Racial class, Arachne. 4. Racial levels for class Arachne, 4. 5. Ruler classes acquisition. 5. World item, fruit from the world tree. 6. Divinity expansion LV10 automatically reached upon swallowing the fruit from the world tree. This is bullshit. I don't even know if such a world item exists. I just made up all the stuff as I didn't want to write about her swallowing a bomb and having to relearn all magic and skills like the LN. After I told about this to the members of Ain's Gown, we searched far and wide before coming across a dungeon in Asgard that triggered a special event. Upon clearing the dungeon by defeating divine beings from the Norse myth, well, their knockoffs at least, which was awarded was a mini world tree and a fruit, both of which were world items. It was nice addition to the guild's already vast world item collection. The world tree was planted on the 6th floor designed by Blue Planet, while the fruit was given to me. As I had already met all the conditions for evolution into a god except the fruit which I now possessed, I could move on to the evolution. My status after evolution now looks something like: Name, Shirori. Race, God. Level, 100. Job, Nightmare of the Labyrinth, one of the almighty 41 supreme beings, divine beast, the spider goddess. Alignment, chaotic evil. Sense of justice, minus 350. Racial level. Small lesser Turretect, 15. Small Turretect, 10. Small poison Turretect, 5. Zoar Ele, 5. Eidsine, 5. Xana Horror, 5. Arachne, 4. God, 1. Job levels. Poison Master, 10. Archmage, 10. Symbol of Death, 5. Ruler of Pride, 5. Ruler of Sloth, 5. Ruler of Perseverance, 5. Ruler of Wisdom, 5. Ruler of Charity, 5. Skills, Administrator. The Administrator skill allowed me to hack into the system to limited levels and make minute changes. I don't know how this will play out in the new world, but for now in the game I managed to activate the chat software, gacha, shop and also my YGGDRASIL system, which you see now. A simple way to put it is I am more like a player now as compared to before. I think this is how the Overlord world managed to define the existence of Shirori in its own standards, as my status board is essentially a copy-paste of the original Shiroris. Don't ask. I don't know if what I wrote here makes any sense at all myself. I just wanted to make a profound remark which became this nonsense. On to what I am doing right now. I am adding finishing touches to my NPC who will act as a floor guardian for the 9th floor. Ever since I found out that this is YGGDRASIL and joined Ain's Gown, I had been excited for this as it seems super fun honestly. I am also keeping it simple. I am just going to make Sophia Karen as my NPC. She was by far one of the strongest people within the confines of the system. All the members of Ain's Gown who are online have come to the 9th floor to see my NPC. As they have no idea what Kumo Desu ga Nanika is, they will be seeing Sophia for the first time. Hurry up, Kumoko Oni-chan, show us your NPC, Buku Buku Chagama said. Mominga did not say anything but just stared. Ulbert was just giving Chunni remarks about how it better be Miansing, which was rebuked by Touch Me. All in all, everyone was acting normally. And so I unveiled them my proud creation. What was in front of their eyes was a peerless beauty, with extremely pale white skin, silver color hair, blood-red eyes and an hourglass figure. She was holding a broadsword made from the claw of a legendary class monster, Fenrir, a single-edged broadsword around 1.5 meters long with a jagged backside. Their reactions were generally good, with Peperoncino having to make some lewd remark before getting beaten up by his sister. They then opened her status sheet. Name: Sophia Karen. Creator: Shirori. Allegiance: Shirori Ain's Owl Gown. Race: Progenitor Vampire. Level: 100. Job: Servant of the Supreme Being, Flow Guardian of the Ninth Flow of Nazarick. Alignment: Chaotic Evil. Sense of Justice: -400. Racial level: Human Vampire, 15. Vampire, 10. True Vampire, 10. Progenitor, 10. Job levels: Valkyrie, Broadsword, 15. Ruler of Envy, 10. Undying, 10. Master of Magic, 10. True Warrior, 10. Flavor text: Sophia is pretty dense in certain situations but has no qualms about using her power to muscle through them if she can. Her nature as a vampire causes her to lust for a battle that can challenge her, but she is denied that by intense training that has made her overwhelmingly more powerful than almost everything within the system. This causes her to lapse into depravity or depression when she focuses too much on it. Sophia has developed a kind of masochism or dependency towards her master Shirori, which she mistakes for attention, going so far as to ask her master why she has not beaten her up so long. She is elated if she sees her master's weakened state, not out of negative intentions, but because she is delighted that she could be the one to protect her. She is much the same as any other NPC, being fanatically loyal to the supreme beings whom she considers gods right after her creator Shirori. Sophia has also gotten increasingly possessive of Shirori. Furthermore, when Shirori becomes busy with work, the neglect caused her to suffer a slow mental decline that culminates in her causing an incident at Nazarick. Unfortunately, this only angered her creator and prompted her to become stricter with her. She has little to no alcohol tolerance. AN. Too lazy to write stats and skills. The others seemed pretty happy with my NPC and congratulated me on her successful completion. All in all, I feel I managed to recreate her pretty well.